Hello everyone. Let's start the SSC training. Okay. So we will discuss today how do forecasting basically in SSC, SAP Analytical Cloud. Okay. And what are the basically options are available for forecasting. Okay. So there is basically two types. Okay. One is basically automatic forecast, other one is the advanced forecast options. So in the advanced forecast options there is a regressions, linear regressions. Okay, there we have a triple exponential smoothing and there is additional kind of forecasting inputs. So we will discuss okay today all of these features. Okay, on forecasting. Okay, so let's start. So this is we have a SAP SSC server. Okay, so we are going to create a SSC story basically. So let's do have here story. Just click here story, and you can create any responsible or canvas types. Okay, and click on classic design experience, and now click on create. Okay, so once loaded this. Okay, so now you have to option here insert it. Click on insert here. So once insert, it will ask select a model basically. Okay, so we have already a simple models are available. Okay, so you can choose any sample. Okay, I am choosing this best run use sample module. Click there. Okay, and it is loading. So now you can see it loaded. Okay, and this is basically we have okay. So let's come into here. Okay, let's come into story. So okay, so let's wait a minute. So we are selecting this classics create. Okay, so wait a minute, it is still loading. So you have to insert here. So once insert, you have to select your sample. So as we have selected this one, and so wait a minute. So it is loading. Yeah, it is loaded here. Okay, now you have to select. Okay, the chart basically under trend chart structures. You have to select a time series. Okay, so now I am selecting a time series here. Okay, once select the time series, you have to select at least one measure here. Okay, so let's here I am selecting a measure. Okay, or you can create a measure. Let's say I'm going to create a calculations. Okay, create a calculations. I'm creating a calculation measure and I'm giving the name like net revenue. Okay, so revenue, and you can put it here like sales, whatever the sales. Okay, we have a original sales available. Okay, and minus I am giving here some discount sales. Okay, so this is a discount sales. Okay, now you can check the format. Yeah, it is okay. Validate formula, then you can okay and click okay. So we have created the basically. Okay, we have added the revenue. Okay, net revenue. Okay, now you have to add the time. Okay, so let's see here as this is a time series. Okay, a chart, so it will also only allow to add only a time. Okay, dimension. So okay, so at least one should be here. So we have a only one date only in this model. So I am selecting this date here. Okay, so now you can see once you select, automatically the chart has display here. So whatever the data you have it. So okay, so just I'm going to click here. Okay, I'm going to view full screen here. So once you see, this is a complete, you can say the forecast data. Okay, so this is basically we called as a automatic. Okay, as we told. Okay, we will discuss today automatic forecastings. Okay, so this is we have a automatic forecasting. If you want to check it here, go here, add here. Okay, under forecast you can select here automate forecasting. If you select automatic forecasting, you can see the forecasting. Okay, it is loading. So okay, so it is not yet loaded. Now you can see it is loaded. So this is a green, that means successfully loaded the forecast result or data on your chart. Okay, if it is red, that means it is unsuccessful. If it is purely that means it is in progress, or okay, so wait for a while. Okay, so this is the indications. Okay, now you can see the forecast has been loaded here. So these are the basically data is available. Now these are the very big data, but let me some going to change the some format of number format. So let's see million. So we have did that. Okay, now you can see here. Yeah, now you can see we have number formatted we did. Okay, now you can see the data. Okay, you can forecast as you told, this is automatic forecastings. Okay, so data would be whatever the sales data, okay, revenue data. Okay, for each month you can see the each month wise data. You can display here month wise, every 3 months you can see the data. 6 month, okay, y to d, 1 year, all, even all data you can see. This is a line. Basically this line indicates that is your forecasting data. Okay, next 2 years. Okay, like 2 month, three. Okay, even you can see here we have a drill option, set drill. You can see year wise data, half year or month wise data. Currently it is a month wise data display in the chart. If you would like to year wise, you can see the year wise data. Okay, so this is basically how automatic forecastings. Okay, is still be showing a loading, so it takes time because a lot of data is available. Now the forecast, you can see the data. This is the line. Okay, it's line that indicate your forecast data basically. So this is how you can display your automatic forecast. Okay, so even you can see just exit your particular. Okay, and now if in case, okay, let's see one more features I would like to tell you here. Okay, let's see full screen, and now you can see once click this forecast option, you will see here automatic. This is the automatic forecasting. Okay, and you can see now the period of your forecasting is a 1 month here period. Okay, now if you want to increase decrease, you can do it this. Let's see here, if you want 2 3 see 3 months, so you can see the data in 3 months. Okay, just you can see here the 3 months data you can see. Okay, so this is how basically. Okay, even you can see here options are there. You can see the 3 month data. Okay, 1 year data. So this is how you can display the data for forecasting. Okay, even you can, we have a drill it. Okay, depend upon your requirement, you can check the data here. So now let's we have another options. If you go here, add options under forecast, this is a first one automatic was there. Okay, now let's go with the advanced options. Under advanced option you will have a linear regressions. Okay, we have a triple exponential smoothing, we have a add additional inputs. So let's go with the linear regression. So if you can see the data here on the linear regressions, so you can see here still it is loading. So let's wait for the load done. Yeah, now you can see here. Okay, this is the, you can see the indicates basically the sided you will see here. So these are the basically linearity. Okay, linear forecastings. Okay, you can see the data. If you go for the 6 months, okay, you can see that this is a sided. Okay, indicates this is a linear kind of, okay, forecastings happening for 1 year or 3 months or what. Okay, 6 months. So this is how basically we can define a linear. Okay, or you can have a linear kind of, okay, forecasting. Okay, so another, if you go for here under forecasting, you will have another options called triple exponential. If you select here, accordingly the triple okay, exponential smoothing kind of forecasting it is going to see, it is successful. You can see how the data is going to display. This is the linear, okay, exponential kind of you can see the forecasting happening based on your data. Okay, whatever the data, like every year, okay, the database data, you can see the exponential, triple exponential kind of, okay, forecasting. Okay, so now let's go for the other one. Okay, we have a one more kind of, you can see go advanced. Other one is called, yeah, add additional inputs. If you click there, okay, you will see here it is asking some additional input, forecast input. You can define your own additional input here. Okay, so let's, already we have a data here. You can see let's price or something like original sales price, like this one. Okay, and check. Okay, let's Now it is saying none of the additional input are being considered in this forecast due to lack of the feature value. Okay, so here is not supporting, that's the reason. Okay, unable to input your forecast value, basically here additional forecast value. But okay, you can define, okay, okay, whenever you will have okay, so this is the way you can define all kind of like forecasting. So till now basically we will have a already will show you like automatic forecasting. Basically automatic forecasting basically a forecast the result, okay, based on your original data. Like you can display next 10 year, 5 year, 1 year, or 10 month, 2 month, 3 months. So that would be the automatic forecast. Okay, accordingly we have a advance. Okay, if in case you require advance like kind of forecasting linear regression based on the logicals. Okay, you want to define any kind of forecastings. Okay, you can define, go with the linear and triple exponential as well. Okay, you can define it, and additional input if in case you have a okay such additional forecast input in your model, you can define it. So this is basically how we can have a forecasting do it in your SAC. Okay, so let me know if in case any questions, query. Okay, comment me, mail me if in case. Okay, any doubt, any query. Okay, okay, and definitely you should subscribe this channel. Okay, thank you for attending this session. We will see you soon. Okay.